Hello and welcome. I am Bex. Welcome to Yoga 319. This is the first in my series of quick fix flows, designed for when you're a little bit short on time. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, leave any comments, any feedback, and subscribe to my channel, and then you won't miss any of my future flows. So let's get started. We're going to come to hands and knees. So create a nice box shape with the body, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and then we're just going to gently warm up the spine with some cow-cat. So as you inhale, lower that belly, lift the tailbone, bring the chest forward, gazing forwards, maybe slightly up. Exhaling to round out the spine, tuck the tailbone under, bring the chin in towards the chest, crown of the head is down. And then just take a few more rounds here, using the breath to guide your movement. Maybe closing the eyes so you can really feel how the spine is moving from flexion to extension. Bringing any other little movements that feel good here. So maybe wiggling through the hips a little, maybe getting into the shoulders. There's no right, there's no wrong. And then when you're ready, we're going to meet back in a neutral position. Step both of your feet back so you're in a high plank. So again, we want those wrists under the shoulders, and you want that nice straight line, heels, hips, shoulders. From here, we're going to lower down onto the knees, and then the chest and the chin come down with the bum sticking up. Inhale, slide onto the belly, release the feet, lift the head and the chest, hug the elbows in, slide the shoulders down the back. Cobra pose. Exhale, float back down, retuck your toes, take your bottom backwards towards your heels, find length in your spine, and then when you're ready, lift your bums up to the sky, come to a downward dog. So you can start with bent knees here, lifting the tailbone up and back, moving the chest down and back towards the thighs, nice and strong in both of your arms. And then if you wish, you can pedal the heels out and move closer, or move the heels a little bit closer towards the mat. But don't worry if the heels don't meet the mat. Just means you're a little bit tight in the hamstrings. We're really focusing more on the length of the spine here. Next, inhale, let's float forwards to a high plank. This time, lower the body all the way down in a nice straight line to the mat. If that's too much, you can stick with knees, chest, chin, of course. Inhale, lift the head and the chest, cobra pose. Exhale, float back down, retuck your toes. Take it back via that active child's pose, where you're active in the arms, finding length in the back body. And then again, make your way to your downward dog. Let's take a nice deep breath here again. Bringing movement if you need movement. Find stillness if you prefer. And then one final time, let's inhale to float forwards, high plank. Lowering down your knees, chest, chin, hovering the plank all the way down to the mat, or maybe a halfway hover, elbows in. Inhale to find upward dog. My mic's trapped. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, take a couple of breaths here. And then when you're ready, let's walk our hands towards our feet. So we're finding a forward fold towards the back of the mat. Relax the head, no tension in the back of the neck. And then when you're ready, soften through the knees, chin in towards the chest, roll up, come all the way up to standing, trailing the fingertips up the front of the legs. Head's going to come up last. Once you get there, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let me just fiddle with this. See if that works a bit better. Okay, bring your feet a little bit closer together. We're going to find a tree pose. So bring your hands onto your hips to begin with. We're going to balance on the left leg and can then come up onto your right toes. Pivot on the toe so the heel comes to the inside of the shin, and then maybe slide the foot either to the inside of the shin, or maybe you can slide it all the way up to the inside of the thigh, and just use your hand to place the foot there if you need. Bring the hands into prayer at the chest. Really squeeze this left glute. Perhaps you take that prayer to the sky. If you want a challenge, see if you can close your eyes for a breath or two. Exhale, bring that prayer back down to your chest. Place your right foot down onto the ground. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Find a prayer. Exhale, dive down. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway, create space. Find length in the spine, look forwards. Exhale, fold. When your hands find the ground, walk them out. Coming back to your plank pose. From your plank pose, we are going to lower our hips with control to a modified up dog where we're up on our toes. So find a stretch in your abdominals. And then we're going to pick up this left foot, step it behind your right knee, and then open up the front body for your wild thing. Keep pushing firmly down into the ground through that right arm. Beautiful. And then side plank. So we're going to either step the left foot in front of the right leg for a little bit more stability, or if you want to work a bit harder, you can stack the feet or have them one in front of each other. Dip your hips and lift them up. 2 more just like that. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Last time. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to transition to a lizard pose. So you can either grab a hold of the left leg if you need to, or otherwise with control, can you place it to the front of the mat, both hands on the inside of the left foot. Have a wiggle. See if you can find a nice stretch into your right hip flexor. If you wish, you can play around with lowering the knee. Maybe coming down to your forearms, relaxing the head, hugging the left knee into the shoulder. Again, you can wiggle. Find some movement that feels good. And then from here, we're going to make our way back to the hands if you're on the forearms. Retuck the back toe, lift the knee, and then walk your hands around to the right as you find side lunge or surface lunge towards the back of the mat. So you're up on the left heel, toes are pointing towards the sky. The right heel might be lifted, that's fine. Hands can be down on the mat or maybe a prayer at your chest. From here, we push down through the right foot, lift up, open out, warrior 2. So wiggle your feet in so that front heel is in line with the back arch. Send energy away from you through your fingertips, opening through the hips. Very nice. Inhale to lift up, pivot your feet, take your warrior to the back of your mat. Good, so now you're bending into your right knee stacks over the ankle. Back foot is turned in very slightly, pushing into the outside edge of that back foot. And then we're going to cut with the arms all the way up and over. Frame your right foot, step back to a plank pose. From here, take a vinyasa so you can lower knees, chest, chin, or hover. Inhaling, finding cobra or upward dog. Open that chest. And then exhale, make your way back to your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here. Keep focusing on lifting those hips up and back. Nice and strong in the arms. Good, and when you're ready, we're going to walk the hands backwards towards the feet. Good, finding a forward fold. When you're ready, nice deep bend of the knees, circle the arms up to the sky, find a prayer, bring it down to your chest. Release, relax, mountain, bring your feet together. Okay, let's go for it on the other side. So we're going to balance on the right leg, bring the hands onto the hips, come up onto your left toes, pivot the foot. So the heel is on the inside of the ankle, and then slide the sole of the foot up to the inside of the shin. Maybe you can come a bit higher. Try and replicate what you did on the first side. Then bring your hands into prayer at the chest. If you wish, take that prayer to the sky. Keep squeezing that right glute. Activate that standing leg. Maybe close your eyes if you tried it on the first side. Exhale, bring the prayer back down to your chest. Release your left leg down to the ground. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, dive forwards. Inhale, lift up halfway, create some space. Exhale, refold. Walk your hands out. Come to your plank pose. Separate those feet. With an exhale, lower your hips. Find a stretch in your tummies. Find that back bend. Good, then we're going to pick up that right foot, step it behind your left knee. Open the front of your body, take that wild thing. Lifting the hips, squeezing the glutes. And then move to your side plank. So either we step this right foot over the left. So you've got more stability here, or maybe you stack your feet. 3 times we dip the hip. Just a little bit, a little pulse for 2. Good, last one. Feeling that work into the obliques. And then either grab hold of your right knee if you need some support, or with control, can you place that to what is now the back of your mat. Both hands on the inside the right foot. Lizard lunge. Have a wiggle. Work into the hips. Maybe lower the back knee. Do what you did on the other side. If you came lower, try again here. Relax the head. Hug that right knee into the right shoulder. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming back up onto the hands. Retucking that back toe, lifting the knee. Walking your hands around to the left, finding that side lunge. Bending into the left side. You're on the right heel, the toes are facing up towards the sky. Hands can be at prayer at the chest or down on the ground to support. Breathe. And then we're going to push down into the left leg as we rise up for warrior 2. Wiggle that right foot in so the heel is in line with the back arch. Send energy away from you through those fingertips. Inhale, lift up, pivot your feet. Take your warrior back to the front of the mat. And then cartwheel the arms up and over, frame the left foot. Step back for your plank and roll through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or hovering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Open that chest, find a stretch in your tummy, and then move back to your downward facing dog. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Keep focusing on that beautiful V shape, the upside down V shape you're creating with the body. Hug the ribs in. Very nice. And then lower down onto your knees. Come back to all fours. Inhale, lower the belly, arching the back. Exhale, round out the spine. Good. Couple more like this. Good. Just finding that nice movement in the spine. Noticing if this feels any different after a couple of rounds of flow. And then when you're ready, come to neutral. Sit your bottom back to your heels. Awesome. So there we go. Super quick flow for you. So hopefully you feel a little bit more energized after doing that. You can tag this on to one of my other videos, or if you only have a little bit of time, then you're good to go. But thank you for joining, and I hope to see you again soon, and maybe even in one of my live classes. Take care and have a great day.